Hello everyone, now we will solve a numerical which is again based on the frictional forces. The question says that the coefficient of friction are mu s 0.4 and mu k 0.3, means static friction 0.4 and dynamic friction 0.3 between all the surfaces of contact. Determine the smallest force P required to start the 30 kg block moving if the cable AB. So there are two conditions given. In the first condition, the cable AB is attached, and in the second condition it is removed, and we have to find out the value of P, the external force applied. Now in this, if I have to find out the value of P, if you can see in the diagram, it is this P is being applied on the 30 kg block only, and 30 kg block is tied with the 20 kg block. Now if I have to find out the P force, I need to find out the tension in the string. Only then I can make the calculation of horizontal and vertical forces. Now to find out the tension in the string, we cannot apply the equilibrium condition on the 30 kg block directly. We need to find out the tension in the string by taking 20 kg block separately. So what we do in this case, first we will draw the free body diagram for first case. When the string or that cable is attached. Now this is the case number 1, when the cable is attached. We will draw the free body diagram for this upper body, that is we can say, as we have the name, that is object A. Now what is the free body diagram for object A? That object is being placed on a horizontal surface. So how we draw the free body diagram? We place a same type of object on a horizontal surface. Now what are the various forces acting on this? In a horizontal surface, these are the axes. We consider this x-axis, this y-axis. So one normal reaction is acting in vertical direction, we can say, and one just to represent for first block, weight is acting downward in vertical direction, and this is the tension. If you see in the diagram, this is the tension in the string T1, and this is the friction force, just opposite to the applied tension. Weight is given in kg, that is 20 kg, and we multiply it with 9.81, so we get the value, that is 196.2 Newton. So we have converted the mass into weight. Now we see, for equilibrium condition, we consider it in equilibrium. So whenever we have to solve any question, we have to assume that the object is in equilibrium. Only then we can apply the force equations. Now for equilibrium condition, we know that sum of all y direction force is 0, and we can say sum of all x direction forces will also be 0. So we will see the sum of all y direction forces. Let's say in y direction forces, we have assumed that upward positive. You have to take the assumption. In this way you can represent it. So what are the various forces acting in y direction? First, normal reaction upward. So upward we have taken positive, so this is n1 positive. Weight is acting downward, so it will be minus w1. So no other force acting in y direction, so this is equal to 0. So from this we have the value of w, we have calculated. So we can say, in short, we can say n1 is equal to, directly w will go on that side, positive, so 196.2 Newton. That is the value of normal reaction in first object. Now we will see the x direction forces. What are the various forces acting in x direction? Tension and friction. Let's say we have taken right side positive. You can take left side also, this is your assumption, but it should be same throughout. So tension, so it will be positive because right side positive, minus, why? Because friction is on left side, opposite to the assumed direction. So this will be minus F1, that is equal to 0. Only two forces acting. So in this we can say tension is equal to friction. But we can find out the value of friction. We have the value, we have the formula. We know that as friction is equal to coefficient of friction into normal reaction. We know this thing, so we apply this, we will get friction. We can say F1, we can use 1 as for the first object. So F1 is equal to mu is static, so we apply mu value into normal reaction. We have calculated 196.2, so we get F1, that is equal to 78.48 Newton. So if we fill this value, we can say tension will be equal to friction. So this is the value which we get, the value for tension. We are going to use this when we consider the second object. Now we will draw the free body diagram for second object. Now for the second object, what is given over there? This is the same object. This object was placed on the body B, so we consider it on surface, like B object is acting as a surface only for A body, but for B body it is being placed on the surface, right? Now what are the various forces and axes in this? So this is horizontal and vertical axis. So first, its weight is there acting downward, that is 30 kg. So we will convert it into newtons. 30 into 9.81, this is the value, that is 294.3 I have calculated. Then this is the tension acting on in this direction, T2 we can say, and this is the applied force which we have to calculate, P. Now this tension which is acting in the string, if you see the diagram, it is same like T1. T2 will be equal to T1. If we ignore the friction of pulley, then tension in the string will be same. So we can use the same value of T from here. This is the normal reaction, and this is the P applied force. Now you can see in the diagram, if I pull the object B, now it is having the friction in between the surface and B body and in between the A body and B body. So as this is the applied force P, or we can say the object is going to move in this direction, this will be the direction of friction between the object B and surface, and this will be the direction of friction force between the object A and B. Now here I have taken the direction of F1 right side, but here I have taken the friction direction left side. Actually in this object there was no external applied force directly acting on this. This P was acting on the B body, not directly on A body. So we consider this tension is the applied force. That is why opposite to the applied force we take direction of friction in this way. But in this case, if you compare it with the practical object, one object is placed over the other and there is another surface, and you want to pull this object, there will be the friction between these two surfaces. This object and this ground, it will try to resist the movement of this object, right, in this area and in this area. If this is the applied force direction, obviously friction will be in opposite direction, this two resistance, only then it will be the resistance. Now if we take this resistance F1 in the direction of P force, then we can say this friction is helping to move the body B, which is not possible. So this friction is also resisting, so that is why we take the direction like this. Now we will draw the equations. Now we know that for the second object also, for the equilibrium we apply the same. For this also, sum of y direction force is 0, and we can say again sum of x direction force is 0. Now we will write the equation, sum of y direction force is 0, so we have taken upward positive, so upward is positive, we write the equation. So what are the various forces acting in upward direction? That is normal reaction upward and weight downward. Now the normal reaction of this is having the weight of upper body A as well as the weight of body B. So N2 will be W2 plus N1. So we can say N2 is equal to weight of this body downward plus N1. The normal reaction means, in short, if you can't understand this, you can say this weight of 20 and 30 both will act downward. So in that case, its normal reaction will be due to the weight of 50 kg, 30 plus 20. So in other words, you can say that also. So N2 is equal to 294.3, the weight W2 plus 196.2, the normal reaction. So N2 is coming equal to 490.5 Newton. So this is the value of normal reaction for the second object. Now as we know that friction force F2, we have to calculate F2. F2 is equal to mu into N2. So that is equal to mu, we know the value of static friction, into N2, 490.5 Newton. So we get the value of F2, that is 196.2 Newton. Now we will apply the force same equation, equilibrium condition for x-axis. Now what are the forces x-axis? Let's say we have taken right side positive. Now what are the forces acting in x-axis? First T2, P, F1 and F2. We will see the direction. Right side positive means T2 will be positive, T2 minus P because it is acting left side, then plus F1 because it is acting right side, and plus F2 acting right side, that is equal to 0. So we can say we have to find out the value of P, so we will find out P, that is equal to T2 plus F1 plus F2. Now we will see the second case of the same question. Second case says that when there is no string. In the second case, when there is no string. When no string means the two objects are not tied with each other. So in that case, both the bodies will act as a single surface. Means in that case, what will be the free body diagram? These are the two bodies, if you remember, 30 kg and 20 kg resting on the surface. So this is the x-axis and y-axis direction. So we have only the P force in this direction. This is the normal reaction which will be due to weight of both. So this is the weight, that will be now 50 kg, and this is the force of friction in this side. So weight we can see 50 into 9.81 now. So we have the value, that is 490.5 Newton. P force we have to calculate, normal force opposite to this, friction force we can calculate. So for this, if we apply the condition of equilibrium, so condition of equilibrium says that sum of all forces y direction 0, sum of all forces x direction 0. Y direction 0, let's say upward we have taken positive, so upward force is normal reaction, minus weight is downward, so that is equal to 0. So normal reaction is equal to weight, and that is equal to 490.5 Newton. So this is the value of normal reaction. Now we will see the second condition of equilibrium, x direction 0. So let's say we have taken right side positive. So what are the forces acting in the x-axis? Friction and force, applied force. So friction positive y because right side positive, minus P because left side opposite to the assumption, so that is equal to 0. So applied force which we have to calculate, that is equal to friction force, and we can find out the friction force, that is equal to mu into N. Mu, we have the value of mu, static friction 0.4 into 490.5, this is the value of normal reaction. So P is equal to 196 after calculation we are getting. So this is the case number second.